Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at creating custom objects in Salesforce, which is quite a nice topic actually. It's not really too bad. So I'm here on my Trailhead playground, which we've been using for this whole series, for our Jump in Jan series. And we're going to create a custom object to record jobs. This is a pretty common Salesforce example. You might see this in other places that are explaining different object relationships and different custom object creation because it's quite easy to understand. All right, so we're going to pretend that we're a company that puts out a lot of jobs on LinkedIn, or maybe we're a recruiting agency or something like that, and we want to be able to record all these different jobs that we have going and then all of the people who are applying for those jobs. So first of all, we need to make a job custom object because there isn't one here already. And you can do a quick search if you want by clicking on this little waffle icon here and then just searching up jobs or job. And what this does is it searches all of the objects that are in Salesforce already. And as you can see, we've got batch jobs or batch job part, but no actual job object. We might go into our setup menu and just double check because we always want to double check these things before we jump in and start creating stuff. Sometimes you'll be surprised at what Salesforce already has available. So I'm just in my object manager and we're going to just look for an existing object. All right, there's no object there called job or jobs. So we need to create this new. So I'm going to go over here, create custom object. If you had something that you wanted to import, if you had a spreadsheet full of jobs already, then you can just create your object based on that spreadsheet. But we're starting from ground zero, so we're just going to do it in here. All right, so give it a label, job, and then a plural label, jobs. It does not start with the vowel sound. A description, stores all information about jobs that are live or will be live for the company. Okay, open the standard salesforce.com help and training window, or you might want to link your help page to something else. We don't really have anything at the moment, so we'll just keep it as it is. Enter a record name, label, and format. All right, so you set kind of a default record type already. So we're just going to leave this as it is. Job name looks good, no problem. Optional features, yes, it's always good to allow reports, allow activities, track field history, allow in chatter groups. All of this I think is actually really, really useful. So I always tick it because you always want to be able to report on things. Object classification, I'm just going to leave that as is. Deployment status, yep, deployed. Do we want to be able to search? Yes, I always say search. Add notes and attachments, always useful. Launch new custom tab wizard after saving this custom object. Oh dear. Oh, I just went back by accident. Curse these Mac computers. All right, let's try that again. I'll just whiz through this. Jobs. All right. We're going to tick, 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 tick. Allow search, allow notes, and then yes, we're going to launch the new custom tab wizard because that's going to let us create a tab straight away. If you didn't do this button here, or this checkbox here, then you would have to go and create your tab manually after this by searching up tabs in the setup menu. All right, I'm happy with that. We're going to save. It's going to open up kind of this tab creation screen next. See, here we go, tabs. If you didn't tick that box and you think, missed it, then you can just search up tabs in your setup menu here, and that's going to take you to exactly the same place. No biggie. It'll be all right. There you go, tabs. So we're creating a new tab for our new custom object, which is job. We can choose a funky tab style, so you can choose whatever sort of icon or logo you like. I just go with the building. If you had a custom homepage, then you can put that in here, and you can put a short description as well if you like. it's good practice to always put in descriptions. So we might put in something like for information about individual job postings or job positions, maybe positions and postings. There you go. Next, who can see this tab? Right, maybe we go default on for everyone, which means that everyone can see the tab by default when they log into Salesforce. Default off means that they don't see it in Salesforce, but you can add it later if you like. And you can do that if I go back in here, just by clicking on this little pencil. So you can actually edit what tabs you can see. Okay, so default off means that you don't see it by default up here, but if you clicked on the pencil, you could add it. And then tab hidden means that no one can see it. So just for ease, I'm going to leave it as default on for everyone. And then we're going to include it into all of our apps. You know, obviously this might be a bit different if you were actually doing this in a production environment, but for us here, because we're kind of just, doing it in a playground environment, we can be a little bit more loosey-goosey with our sharing settings, because it's just us. And then I might put in some new fields. All right, so this is my new object. Then I might put in some new fields. What might we have in here? Let's have a look. We might have a few text fields. All right, I might call this one, wakey wakey. All right, job title. All right, wonder how many we can put in here. So if you don't know what the max length is for a field, just put in a very large number and then it will tell you. All right, so if I go next, then it will tell you, there you go, must be 255. So that's 255. All right, add that to everyone, next. And then we'll go save a new, and maybe there's a couple of other ones in here as well. Maybe we have a rich text field, which we will say job description. All right, that looks pretty good. Visible to everyone there. And then maybe another one. Maybe we do a checkbox, which says job filled. Job position filled. All right, so we can keep track of if it's been filled or not. And then maybe our last one might be, I just had it a moment ago. Salary. So we'll choose a currency field and we'll call this one salary. Okay, and maybe we go 10, 2 decimal places. All right, now you might make this one, maybe not visible to everyone. Maybe you'd only make it visible to certain people. But for us, we're just going to leave it as is because it's not the main focus. Security isn't the main focus at the moment. But you can always come back to that. All right, so I've created my new custom object. I've added some awesome fields. And notice that all of the fields I've added have this double underscore and then C. So underscore C, and that means that it's custom. And if I go into the details for this object, you'll notice that the API name for my object is also job underscore C, which is how we know that something's custom. Now, as always, we're always going to test it. So come back into your app, refresh your screen, and we want to search or see if we can find our job tab, and we'll create a new job record. So I'm going into more. Here's my jobs, pretty happy with that. And then in here, there's going to be nothing, all right? There's my cute little building icon. So I'm going to go new. All right, job name, I might call this, maybe Junior Salesforce Admin, Jan 2023. Okay, and job title, I might just say Salesforce Administrator. Okay, maybe I've got an awesome description here. Most epic job of all time. Requires 20 plus years. This is sounding familiar experience. Must be, oopsie-daisies. Must be able to fly and work without sleep. Awesome. So your standard sort of job application here. Salary, 50,000. All right. And we can save. And then we can have a look at our beautiful new custom object. Here's what it's looking like. I could go into related, see my notes and attachments. And that's what we've got for now. It's pretty blank, it's pretty empty, but we're going to build it up with some cool relationships over time. Until next time, I think that's it for now, and we'll see you in the next video.